growers are looking to find ways to not only enhance their yield, their grain quality, but make sure that they preserve the yield they've got in the field. This year we've had plenty of moisture, so the yield potential was there and it's worth protecting. If you have good conditions for wheat, you can almost ensure that the same conditions are good for disease development. And so they go hand in hand. And this past year, there's been very good crops out in the field, and protecting the yield and the crop has become paramount in the growers' minds. So Stratego fungicide has filled that role very, very nicely. Prosaro is the broadest spectrum fungicide that's been available to cereal growers. And one of the real distinctions that it has is the activity it has against Fusarium head blight, or scab. This is a disease which can cause some serious yield issues, but also there's questions about the quality of the grain because some mycotoxins can be developed from this disease, from this fungus. And what Prosaro does a better job than anything else at suppressing the levels of the mycotoxins and controlling the disease. But Prosaro is not just a scab product, though. It's broad spectrum and controls all the important wheat diseases. The active ingredient that's most prominent and brand new active ingredient has been available to cereal growers in the northern Midwest now for 2 years. And so the growers there have seen the value very quickly. Now that we have a combination product, the whole package in Prosaro that's registered, that will be positioned most prominently in those geographies where the acceptance has already been the greatest. That corresponds with where scab threats have also existed. As you move farther south, scab is still a threat, but growers haven't really recognized it as such because they haven't had any fungicide that they could have used anyway. In the Northern Plains, Section 18s were granted by the EPA to let growers at least have access to some AIs that could suppress the disease. And now that we have a registered product that's available across the country, it's a nice time to introduce Prosaro.